Beyond all power 1. True omnipotence, no exceptions. Astral doesn't just have power, he defines what power even is. If something exists, he can control it. If something doesn't exist, he can still control it. You can't outpower him because power itself is something he can rewrite. Limits don't apply to him. Rules don't apply unless he allows them. Victory is guaranteed too. Absolute win condition. Astral doesn't try to win, he is written to win. Even if an opponent somehow becomes stronger than him, Astral instantly becomes stronger than that version. There is no moment where he can fall behind. Trying to beat him is like trying to outrun something that teleports ahead of you every step, trying to beat a game where the code forces you to lose. Endless Evolution 3. Infinite forms, no final stage. Astral transforms endlessly. Each form multiplies his power beyond infinity, surpasses all previous versions combined, adapts to whatever he's facing. Even if someone could match one form, he would already be in the next. There is no ceiling, no max level, no endpoint. A death doesn't apply for infinite self-revival. Killing Astral doesn't work because he can revive instantly, undo his own death, or decide that it never happened. It's not that he comes back, it's that death fails to complete. Erasing him is impossible. 5. Total erasure immunity. Even if someone tries to delete him from existence, remove him from time, erase the idea of him, he still returns. It's like trying to delete something that rewrites itself faster than deletion exists. Body that refuses to break. 6. Infinite regeneration and reconstruction. His body stretches infinitely like cosmic energy. If his head is removed, it pulls itself back or regrows instantly. If he's destroyed down to nothing, he reforms anyway. Compared to characters like Deadpool or Majin Buu, Astral's regeneration isn't healing, it's refusal to stay destroyed. Speed beyond time. 7. Infinite speed. Astral doesn't just move fast, he moves. Before actions happen, before thoughts are completed, before cause leads to effect. To fight him, you would need to hit him, but he has already reacted before you even decided to attack. Strength without limit. 8. Infinite strength. He can crush universes effortlessly, overpower beings stronger than infinite. Apply force that cannot be measured. There is no too heavy or too strong for him. Astral sense, perfect awareness. 9. Absolute astral sense. Like Spider-Man's spider sense, but taken to an extreme. Astral can sense danger before it exists, detect threats across all realities, know outcomes before they happen. This means surprise attacks are impossible, ambushes fail automatically, even hidden or future threats are already known. When danger appears, his awareness spikes instantly, giving him the perfect response every time. Infinite multitasking. 10. Handles everything at once. Astral can fight infinite enemies across infinite universes while transforming, regenerating, and rewriting reality at the same time. He never gets overwhelmed. There is no too much for him. A control over reality and concepts. 11. Reality manipulation. He can rewrite physics, time, space, entire dimensions. 12. Concept manipulation. He can control ideas like death, existence, victory, and he is immune to those same concepts being used against him. Why beating Astral is truly impossible. To defeat Astral, someone would need to be stronger than infinite, impossible. Outspeed something faster than time, impossible. Kill something that revives instantly, impossible. Erase something that cannot be erased, impossible. Surprise someone who senses danger before it exists, impossible. Defeat a being that automatically becomes stronger than you, impossible. And even if all of that somehow happened, Astral would evolve into a stronger form, undo the outcome, or simply decide he already won. Final reality. Astral isn't just a strong character, he is a character that cannot lose, cannot be removed, cannot be outscaled, and cannot be outplayed. Trying to defeat Astral isn't a fight, it's a situation where the idea of winning against him doesn't exist. The one that shouldn't exist before anything existed, before time, before space, before even the idea of before, there was nothing. And even that nothing that wasn't safe, because Astral didn't come from existence. He came from the absence of it. The first mistake: reality didn't create Astral. Reality accidentally allowed him. A flaw, a tear, a moment where existence tried to define itself and failed. That failure became Astral, not a being, not a god, but a problem that cannot be solved. He doesn't fight. He ends things. When Astral appears, he doesn't struggle. There are no long battles, no close calls, no almost losing, because the moment something stands against him, it is already lost. Not because he tries harder, not because he's stronger, but because the outcome changes to favor him. Victory isn't something he earns, it's something reality is forced to give him. Evolution that feels personal. Astral doesn't just grow stronger, he grows in response to defiance. The more something resists him, the more he changes. New forms emerge instantly, each colder, each more distant, each more overwhelming than the last. There is no final form, only an endless climb where everything chasing him falls behind forever. A death tried to take him. Once death reached for Astral and failed. Since then, death doesn't even try, because Astral doesn't come back from death. He makes it so death never completed its job. To destroy him is to watch reality correct itself and say, no, that didn't happen. A body that refuses to accept damage. You can tear him apart, break him, scatter him, try to reduce him to nothing, and still, his pieces will move, slowly, calmly, inevitably, pulling themselves back together like the universe itself is forcing him to exist again. He doesn't heal, he rejects being destroyed. You will never touch him before you move, he knows. Before you think, he reacts. Before the idea of attacking him even forms. His astral sense has already decided the outcome, like a twisted version of Spider-Man's instinct, but there's nothing heroic about it. It doesn't warn him. It guarantees that you fail. He doesn't get overwhelmed. Send armies, send gods, send everything at once. It doesn't matter. Astral doesn't split his attention. He expands it. Every attack, every threat, every plan, handled instantly, all at the same time. To him, infinite problems feel like one small inconvenience. Even ideas can't stop him, try to erase him. Not his body, his concept. Remove his name, his meaning, his existence as an idea. It won't work. Because Astral exists even when the idea of Astral is gone. He is something that remains after removal. On the truth, no one accepts. The worst part isn't how strong he is. It's this. There is no strategy, no weakness, no hidden trick. You cannot outthink him. You cannot outgrow him. You cannot outlast him. Because the moment you become a threat, he becomes something worse. Final reality. Astral doesn't hate. He doesn't rage. He doesn't even try to prove anything. That's what makes it worse. He simply exists. And everything else is forced to deal with the consequences. The one sentence that explains everything. Astral is not a character you defeat. He is the moment you realize. Winning was never an option.